Welcome back to the Aftermath Podcast. I'm your host, Simeon Hahn.
And I'm Noah Troxler.
And we're back with a guest today. It's been a minute since
we
had a guest.
It's been a while.
We have on our show today... we have on our show today Samuel Porter, a.k.a. The Girth.
The Girth.
Yeah. This has been a long time coming, for sure. Yeah.
Has it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You texted me like after episode 1. You're
I
like,
did.
dude, put me on the phone.
I did. That wasn't after episode 1. It was like, it was a little while after episode 1.
It was early on because we've been doing this for over a year now.
Yeah.
And it just does not feel like that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, I know how you feel. I felt like it was like a couple months ago when I texted y'all.
Yeah.
It's definitely been.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. So, we have on the show today Samuel Porter. We're going to have a fun time. First we'll interview you with the normal questions that we hit every guest with. And then we have...
Just smack him in the face with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question.
And then we have a... those questions are on my phone. And then we have a little game prepared for you, which will be the next segment.
It's it's a return from one of our
previous episodes. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're really paying attention, you'll have seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we're just gonna since the initial questions tell us almost nothing about you, we're just gonna kind of.
You already know everything about me. It's just the people on the podcast don't.
Yeah,
Well, you know.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. If you want to learn more about me, then you can go over to my podcast, which is called Our Mother's Sons. We're on everything except for Apple right now. So if you want to check us out,
Apple
then please
does
do.
take a little bit longer.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it does.
Yeah.
I figure if we get a couple more episodes out, then they might actually think about putting us on there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll talk about more of that at the end because as we're talking about you, that's definitely something we can bring up, and then we'll link in the show notes
in the bio.
Link in bio.
Link in the bio.
Okay.
In the bio.
Now we're gonna hit you with these questions. Ready?
Sweet, I'm ready.
Height.
6 foot.
Age.
20.
Weight.
190, I believe.
Celebrity crush.
Kim Possible.
Least not a celebrity. That is a character.
She is
That is
a celebrity in my heart.
All right.
She's the only person that's ever been on TV that I've ever had a crush on.
Okay.
So I think that's the closest that counts.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
All right.
That's fair.
Least favorite mode of transportation.
Probably goat.
You just copied that from Jacob.
No,
Are
I
you
have
serious?
ridden goat.
We have two people that have had bad experiences riding goats before.
Crap, I forgot Jacob did that. Yeah. No, seriously, I have ridden a goat. Here, no, wait. I don't want to take Jacob's. I'm trying to think of another one.
No. You don't get any takebacks on this, dude. It's a goat.
That's the
Walking.
rules. No
It's a goat.
No takebacks.
No takebacks.
Well, walking's my second least favorite.
Walking's your second. Okay. That's a lot of people's first. Lazy Americans.
But I guess they haven't, ridden a goat before.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
Yeah.
Many people haven't.
It's an experience everyone should have, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
All right. If you could uninvent one thing, what would it be?
Oof, that's a tough one. I just wish I could invent something. Gosh, that's a really difficult one.
Don't think too hard about it.
Yeah, these are meant to be rapid fire.
It would be interesting to see how people do, like, without shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, so with shoes.
All right.
No more shoes.
Because, like, I grew up, like, walking around the farm barefoot. So,
Right.
like, constantly barefoot. I do fine without shoes. But, like, some people will die if they're not wearing shoes and they walk out on grass.
Yeah. And some people have, like, 70 pairs of shoes, which is, like, why?
I have
There's no point.
10, but I only use, like, 3 pairs.
Right.
So.
Yeah. If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say?
Your life's a lie. Go check out my podcast.
There is no point for you existing. Hey, go check out my podcast out now on.
Yep, anytime.
All right.
That's great. That's really great, guys.
You're welcome.
Okay. Favorite food?
Lasagna.
Favorite hobby?
That's a good one.
Wood carving.
What part of the human face is your favorite?
Probably the eyes.
The eyes?
Yeah.
If you could wedgie any historical figure, who would it be?
I've been thinking on this one, and I still haven't gotten anybody exactly. Probably Nikola Tesla.
Okay.
Okay.
I just feel like either him or Thomas Edison, like they're pretty up there on their high horse, and I feel like they need to be brought down a couple levels, and a good old wedgie would do that.
I like that listeners of our show, that's now a question they think about.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Well, I mean, it's a good question.
Yeah.
And you don't want to just bring up a U.S. president because...
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you know...
Because who would do that?
Yeah, obviously.
Like,
no one would ever wedgie a U.S. president.
No one would
What?
wedgie a founding father.
That's just dumb. What?
Oh, man. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Absolutely nothing. I could care less about Klondike bars.
All right. Spicy take on the Klondike bars. All right,
Or an icy take.
No, you're up.
All right. Would you rather look like or feel like a potato?
Well, I already look like a potato, and I don't exactly want to feel like a potato, so I think I'm just going to stick with looking like a potato.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. I mean, there's literally nothing up top. I just am a potato. little fuzzy-headed potato. But
Yeah.
A
fuzzy-headed
It's
potato.
more like a peach, but that's okay. Moving on.
That's enough.
We can stop talking about potatoes.
And peaches.
Man. All right. Well, you did good with those. People are getting better now that they're prepared.
Well,
we might need to switch up the questions here soon.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
This is really intimate. I'm very close to both of you, and I got to look into both of your eyes.
Funny thing. So Jacob Hambright, former guest on the show, he'll tell you he doesn't know whether this is real or not, but he's been telling it to everyone nonetheless.
And quite frankly, I am okay with accepting it as an actual fact.
Like, so it may not be real, it may be real. Jacob's presenting it to everyone as if it is.
Okay.
He says the reason you get tired when you're on Zoom calls is because psychologically, when you make consistent eye contact with someone, your brain subconsciously tries to figure out whether you're going to mate or fight with them.
That's probably part of it, but it's also the light on your computer screen.
Blue light, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's blue light.
That's why they make these.
Yeah, no, it's blue light, which is tiring you. So it's probably a bit of both.
Maybe, but that's not as fun as the whole mate or
The whole animal
No.
instinct
So
sort of
basically,
thing.
anytime you're on a Zoom call with someone, your brain's trying to figure out what's happening here.
Here's a random fact. Have you ever... People are probably going to think I'm a terrible person after saying this, but have you ever seen a puppy and just felt the compulsion to squeeze it to death? Like, you see a puppy, you're holding it, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is adorable, I want to squeeze it to death.
I've never felt the need to, when I see a puppy, I've never seen a puppy that is so adorable, I wanted to choke it to death now.
Okay.
Well, wait. Are you talking about? Oh, you're so cute. I just want to squeeze you to death. You're like,
Sorta,
kind of
kinda,
cute. I
but
kind of
like-
want to squeeze
but
it.
it-
To
yeah,
death.
I kind of want to
Like
throttle
that.
it, you know?
At the same time, it's like, oh, this is adorable. I want to kill it. So there's actually, I don't know if this is actually scientifically proven. I heard it from a video gamer I watch.
Cool.
Anyways, basically what they said is that apparently that's a thing in your brain from, like, you know, back when you had to kind of survive to live.
Back when
Where
you had to
it's
survive
your
to
brain is
live.
telling you. Don't. Me no speak good, okay? So your brain is basically telling you this thing has power over you. You have to destroy it. And so that's why you get that compulsion. And I told a friend about that, and he was like, "You sound like a crazy person right now." He then later thought about it and realized that he does it without even realizing it. So you might do it and you have no clue.
implicit bias against puppies or something. You
Yeah.
should start a corporate training course on that.
Or just anything.
Listen, all you humans. Anytime you see a puppy.
I am not the pro.
Wait a minute. So by that same logic, then, if I were to see like a cute human, right? Would there be a subconscious desire to just?
I don't know, Noah. Do you feel the compulsion to kill Alexa right now?
Not normally, no.
Normally.
not,
good.
not at the moment. No.
Okay. Well, Alexa, watch out.
I am very much kidding.
I don't believe it.
I feel like that would be like a good basis for like a serial killer story.
Oh yeah.
Just like this thing has power over me, I have to destroy it.
Yeah,
Dude, that's
it's
like
just
a great.
All the attractive people die by the end of the movie, and only the ugly ones survive.
That would be a great movie, dude.
All the attractive and cute things are dead.
Yes.
Only the ugly are left.
Only the ugly survive.
All right. Well, let's segue.
Speaking of movies.
Speaking of movies, hey, that was good.
I know, right?
Yeah. Speaking of movies, we'll launch into our first segment. It's a repeat of one we did before, and it's a trivia game where we have
Flick or fib? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it? You're trying to guess.
I think I remember this.
Truth or lie. So basically, we have 3 rounds, and each round we're gonna present to you 3 movies, and one of them is real, 2 we made up, and the real ones are you'll see.
Yeah.
So basically, you're trying to guess the real one.
None of them are normal movies.
Right. None of them are
Excuse
normal.
me. Okay.
I like how we didn't acknowledge that.
No, I think this was one of the earlier ones that I've listened to. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
So I'll read round 1.
Okay,
and you
sounds
can
good.
read round 2. JJ the Jet Plane live action. This 1962 straight-to-DVD classic was made by a small studio based in Atlanta. It features JJ the Jet Plane, played by young Bill Cosby, trying to save his home airport from a gang of attack helicopters.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's one. Next one is Bolero, What It's About. Directed by her husband, John, or it's just Bolero, What It's About was...
Bowler is the name of the movie.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
about to tell you what it's about.
Yeah, what it's about. I got confused with my notes here. Directed by her husband, John, Bo Derek plays a 23-year-old who wants to lose her virginity, which leads her to Morocco.
Naturally.
Critics didn't just hate
Obviously.
this movie. It has since been regarded as one of the worst movies ever made.
Oh.
And then we have Sake.
Wait, we got 3?
Yeah.
It's
I thought it was
3
just
per
2.
round.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Sake, a Taiwanese animated adult film starring Bollywood star Salman Khan. This movie is banned in 17 countries for racist content towards Eskimos. It is about a produce-based fight club. Winner eats all.
So, Fight Club for Eskimos. Got it.
No, Fight Club's for produce. Racist
Okay.
against Eskimos.
Got it.
It's not really clear on how those two relate, but
Produce
The
for
IMDb page
Eskimos.
wasn't super extensive.
Okay, so I'm figuring out. There's one true one, or there's one.
One
lie?
of
one
those are
true
true.
one.
Okay. So there's one true one. What,
So one of
name
these
them again?
movies was actually made.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. What's the name of the first one again?
JJ the Jet Plane live action.
Okay, second one,
Bolero.
third one.
Sake.
Oh gosh. The first one I don't think is true, so I'm gonna kick that one out there.
Okay.
You don't think young Bill Cosby is JJ the Jet
I
Plane?
don't think so. JJ the Jet Plane is a great title, but I don't think that one's it. I feel like it's the last one.
The last one, the Sake.
Yes,
All right. Is that your final answer?
that is my final answer.
You're wrong.
You're very
I
wrong.
figured.
Yeah, it was Bolero
Dang
is
it.
the real one. That
I
was
wanted
actually
Sake to be it so bad.
I know, right?
made. All right, Noah.
Okay.
I can't really.
That's cool. I'll just read it from here. All right, round 2. First one is Mac and Me. In this movie, an alien escapes from NASA and befriends a wheelchair-bound boy. thanks to its endless product placement of McDonald's and Coca-Cola and unapologetically ripping off E.T. the Extraterrestrial, it has become a cult classic made by McDonald's.
So it's a classic, but only to cults.
Only to cults, and completely made and produced by McDonald's.
Got it. Starring McDonald's.
Next we have...
Starring Ronald. No.
Ronald himself.
Old Ron.
He's the kid in the wheelchair.
No, he's the one who put the kid in the wheelchair.
Yeah, I could see that.
All right, next up. Oh, yeah! Angelina Jolie stars in this Kool-Aid Man horror film.
I knew what it was.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson plays the Kool-Aid Man and chases her around Detroit.
Yes.
The wall budget was $3.7 million.
Holy.
If it's got Dwayne in it, then...
Produced by Kool-Aid. And then third, Be Woke and Drink Coke. Cast and characters are entirely made up of black lesbian women. A rom-com about a Facebook group that brings social change to a suburban white community. Note, none of the white characters actually appear on screen. Made by Coca-Cola.
Okay, that one's definitely fake. I do like the joke that was made though. That was very amusing. What was the second one again?
The second one was, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want that one to be true so bad. But I really don't feel like it is. Well, Dwayne was in some pretty weird stuff at one point. I'm going to go with the first one.
The first one, Mac and Me, final answer? You're correct.
You're correct.
Yes. That movie was actually made.
I wanted Oh Yeah to be it so bad.
But alas.
I didn't let my once and
we can make it.
Let's do it.
Let's do
it. We will make this movie.
We'll
start a GoFundMe.
We could also make the last one. We just got to contact Coke.
True.
I'm sure they'd love it.
Yeah.
It'd be a great it'd be a great message for their company.
Just none of us could be in it.
No.
Because we don't check any of them.
They wouldn't see us. They'd just like name us as actors and we'd be voice actors.
Yeah.
Like the background. Like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Round 3. Last round. First title, Not Liable. A reality TV series based on Surgeon Simulator 3. Doctors use virtual reality to perform some of the most cutting-edge and dangerous surgeries known to man. Rated TV mature for realistic surgery viewing experience.
That sounds kind of cool, actually.
It does.
Yeah.
Goat Story from the Czech Republic. This film features a comedic story about the friendship between the village boy Kuba and his goat in medieval Prague. In Prague, Kuba falls in love with Maka, a worldly girl with pronounced female attributes. The goat begins to envy this relationship. Their story intertwines with that of the poor student Mate and his contract with the devil.
Pronounced female attributes and contracts with the devil. I love it.
Yes.
It's a great kids movie.
Hey, it sounds great. I would totally show that to my kids.
All right, last one, Pablo Escobar. This biography film was released in 2007, starring Michael Peña as Pablo. It covers the life of the drug lord and shares the inspiring story of his rise to success as the head of a multi-million-dollar industry, produced by the Mexican drug cartel.
That last one just sounds like, what's the show? Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
You mean the first one?
No, the last one.
The last one.
The one he just
Oh,
said.
Breaking Bad. Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you were saying something else about that.
I'm
No,
lost.
I thought you for some reason I thought you meant Grey's Anatomy.
No, I've never actually seen Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, okay. It's nothing special.
Okay, good to know. Name of the first one?
Not Liable.
Not Liable. What was that one about?
It was the virtual reality doctors.
Oh, okay. The name of the second one?
Goat Story.
I feel like Goat Story is the real one.
Okay.
A final answer.
That is
correct.
correct.
Sweet.
That was an actual movie that was actually made. Probably because it was just way more detailed than the other ones. That's why you guessed it.
It was that, and the last one actually had me until you said sponsored or made by the
Mexican drug cartel.
Yeah, that one was like, okay, well, that's definitely not that.
What are you talking about? You can buy a copy. They ship up and down the interstate right here. Along with all the other stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Can we post this now, or will we get all?
We're all gonna die.
Just a couple of Hispanics show up at our door. We heard your podcast, amigo. No bueno.
Simeon, I bet it'll be your coworkers.
Oh, no.
They're coming.
Not
for
Eduardo.
It's Armando.
Armando. Okay.
They said he knows.
He knows.
He gotta go, man.
Oh, man.
Sorry, Simeon. We thought you was a Mexican too, but we gotta off you, man.
Golly. Okay.
So if we don't post again for another year, then
This is why
You
we
know
are
what?
Send someone to find us.
so much for promoting my podcast.
Right. All right. So that's all we had for that segment. You did 2 out of 3. I mean,
Yeah, so I win.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You win.
win.
You win the
Sweet.
cash prize,
Of
which there is none.
yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, well,
That's okay.
hate to get your hopes up.
You get all the profits from this episode.
Sweet.
Yep, 100%.
So like $1.
No.
Wait. Oh, you don't have any ads on here. That's right.
We're not sellouts,
Yeah,
Samuel.
no, I'm 100% a sellout. Yeah, 100%.
Have you made any money?
I think I've made 0.07 cents
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
on our podcast. I don't remember if I put it in or not, but Simeon sent in a message to our podcast and basically said that we need some girth lore on the podcast. The only issue with that is I don't know any of the lore. It was made up by literally all of y'all. So if you want girth lore, you're going to have to get them girth lore.
Well, let's educate you about yourself then, Samuel.
Also, I have a terrible memory, so whatever you've told me, I probably remember in the back of my mind, but I couldn't bring it up right now.
Yeah.
The man behind the man that is
that's
the
fun.
girth.
Yep.
Yeah. So
The man behind the man.
yeah, wait.
Oh,
Basically,
yeah. Okay, no, I got you.
there's a lot of people who just call you the girth,
Yes.
like in normal conversation.
Thankfully, not as much as they used to, because I think at one point, like, I would like see people and I would have friends around, and they would be like, "Who are they talking to?" So it's not nearly as confusing now, thankfully.
Right.
But yeah, that is a thing that happens sometimes.
What it was is it was during
Charlotte's Web.
Yeah, it was during Charlotte's Web, and Logan Hodges was just out of the blue, as Logan does.
Yeah.
Just Samuel, you're so girthy. You're the girth.
You're the girth.
And a star was born.
And it's stuck. As Templeton, I then became the girth.
The girth.
And the thing is, like, you heard it earlier on the show. You're what, 6-something, 100 and
190.
yeah. So like, you're not that girthy.
Well, I think the thing was I could do this for all you listeners out there that don't already know this. I can do this weird thing with my stomach where I can like stick it out,
Right.
and I can make it look like I'm pregnant.
But like way farther than he should be able to.
I can basically look pregnant. It's fine. It's healthy. Just means I got good abs. Anyways, I think that's the reason. I feel like that's the reason that he
maybe.
brought
I think
it
it's the
up.
driving force.
I am
yeah.
also more girthy than I used to be. So I have gotten more girthy
Heck
since
yeah,
then.
brother. You getting that COVID girth,
Dude,
going?
I had, oh my gosh. So Wendy's came out with the jalapeno popper sandwich, whatever it is. It is so good.
Oh my gosh, guys! Wendy's came out with the jalapeno.
Wendy's has this amazing thing. It is amazing.
It's the best thing since the Travie patty.
If you want
at
something
McDonald's.
that will burn your mouth, but also
Your
like,
digestive tract.
also that.
All of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zach said he saw you going to Wendy's just to use the bathroom the other
Yeah.
day. This makes more
No,
sense
that wasn't-
now.
That wasn't-
You eat it and then immediately.
No, that wasn't to take a dump. I just had to pee. I just happened to be eating that sandwich, but I also had to pee. I hadn't even eaten it yet.
Only a
I promise
Wendy's
that
bathroom
wasn't
can
it.
handle the Wendy's burger.
Look, they got some great plumbing at Wendy's. You don't even know.
No, they really do.
What? Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Dude, I literally, for like an entire year of my life, and this is why I got so fat. For an entire year of my life, it was basically every work day I would have Wendy's for lunch, and I gained so much. Granted, I'm not fat, but I am definitely big, and I got a little bit of muffin top. But like,
Yeah.
I gained so much weight from being a tiny little small child to being the girth.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically, if you want to gain weight, eat a lot of fast food.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And don't work out.
This is the American way.
Yes, and don't work out.
Yeah.
That's important.
Right. Yeah.
It's crucial, all right, for
Yeah.
your weight gain journey to not work
Do
out.
not work out. That is a big mistake. You
Big
will
no-no.
absolutely not gain some weight.
You might accidentally lapse back into your shreddedness.
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't want that.
It's a big mistake.
Right.
Yep.
This has been your PSA against.
Being healthy? Oh, man.
What can I say?
Welcome back to the Fat Pride podcast.
Hey.
We have on here the girth.
When you're called the girth, you gotta keep a little bit of girthiness.
Right.
You can't be
Right.
too
Yeah.
fit.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. So besides just
Excuses.
besides just being
Have to live
called
up
the
to my
girth,
name.
Yeah.
you're also Samuel Porter, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't know
Who
that.
would have thought?
But what does Samuel Porter do? Take us through that.
Okay.
Does...
So basically, I because I used to be lazy, I got fired before Christmas. So like, I don't know, 4 months ago or so. 5 months ago, 5 or 6, I don't know. Anyways, I got fired because I kept sleeping in a lot. And you know, good thing, because I needed to be, because I was being lazy. I learned my lesson. I now go in way early for work. But basically, I'm kind of glad that I got fired in the end, because I started part-time at a woodworking like furniture shop,
Okay.
which is basically my dream job. So I've been working there for the past I've been working there full-time for the past 4 months, and I absolutely love my job.
It's awesome.
Because it's like my favorite thing to do, and you know, just to pass time. And my boss also likes me, as far as I can tell. And
That's helpful.
So that's pretty great.
That's nice. I remember I saw that cutting board you made,
Oh yeah.
and I don't think I've seen any of your detail work, but you know, that was a really nice slab of wood you made
I
for that
know.
cutting board.
Hey, look, I
Like,
can make a pretty great
that
slab of
that
wood.
sounds like an offhanded insult. But no, I'm actually complimenting you. Like, as far as slabs of wood go,
Okay,
That was
so
top tier.
it was great.
I used the tools from my current job,
Uh-huh.
because you know my boss is super awesome and he's super nice. I also got the bamboo slab, which is a bamboo plywood, which is very expensive, and I believe shipped in from like Peru or something.
Wow.
And so like it was just scraps that they were gonna throw away, and so I was like, I can make really nice cutting boards out of this stuff. So I took it, bought some mineral oil on Amazon, sanded it up real nice, and then oiled it up, and now it's a cutting board.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's cool.
Planning to
Very
brand it
nice.
at some point. I also have YouTube videos. The only issue with those YouTube videos is I lost the email to the account. So yeah, basically it was only on my 7, and when I went off a bridge into a creek and lost my 7, I then didn't know the email or the password. Well, I knew the email, but I didn't know the password, because it was just on my 7, and it didn't have a backup like an idiot. So now there's 3 YouTube videos, which are, you know, me carving and stuff, and it's cool stuff, but like,
Dude,
it's gonna have to make a brand new.
your life is so interesting. Like, you're just like, yeah, when I backed off a bridge.
I didn't back off a bridge. I guess technically I did go backwards off of the bridge. If you think about the fact that I spiraled almost all the way around and then flew off the bridge, then I guess I did go backwards.
Was you trying to avoid a deer or something?
Yeah, so I swerved away from a deer, went right around it, went left, and, there's a bridge.
Yeah.
And I attempted to swerve back right, but at that point I'd already lost traction. So I kept spinning counterclockwise, and basically, I guess I hit kind of the side of my car. Board went through, it was like wooden railings. Board went through the back door of the car, would have skewered anybody back there. And then my car landed in the creek in a way where I was perfectly unharmed except, a couple bruises on the left side of me.
Yeah.
And then, every other seat in the car was absolutely destroyed.
Wow.
So... yeah, not the first wreck that I've gotten in.
The Lord's looking out for you.
Where I was like, wow, I definitely should have died then.
Yeah.
So, somebody's watching over me, that's for sure. Thankfully, I know who that is.
Yeah.
But,
if you would like to get to know him today,
then contact us at 458.
And also, tithe big time, I guess.
Oh, yes. So much tithing. Give lots of gifts. I'm sure the church would absolutely love it if you just gave all your money to them. I say that as a joke. That's actually,
It's sad because there's a kernel of truth to it with some churches.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
No, a lot of churches are like that. They're just like, "Oh, give us your money."
Yeah.
And then they make bigger churches and you're like, "What are you going to do with it?"
Does this church really need another Olympic swimming pool?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It surprises me because the church Noah and I go to is not like this at all.
Y'all go to Antioch.
Yeah,
Right?
but it surprises me the amount of money that the church receives that goes back into the church.
Yeah.
And that probably doesn't surprise most people, but
it's a lot of money.
it's it's a lot.
Yeah.
So basically, don't go to church, people.
No, that's not what we're saying. That's not what we're saying.
That was a joke.
That was a joke.
Go to church, guys. Come on.
No, dude, this year, if I've learned anything, it's that in-person church is important.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oof.
Dude, we had, Carlene Davis, this lady who goes to our church,
Mm-hmm.
she started battling cancer around this time last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because she's on chemo, her immune system's shot, she's not doing anything, and neither is her husband. So she was just with her husband back in church last Sunday for the first time. They're all shot up now and good to go.
Sweet.
So, but dude, it was she came up there was the song in the middle of the worship set. She came up and just started singing with the backup singer,
Mm-hmm.
and me and half the church just lost it, just crying.
That sounds pretty amazing. Actually,
It was a really powerful moment.
That's
It
awesome.
really was.
But it was just man, dude, you need to be able to see and hug people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
For real.
It's important. The Bible is constantly talking about how where two or more are gathered here, out there my presence will be, or something like that.
Right.
It's basically, it's constantly talking about how you need to spend time with other Christians and with other people.
Yeah.
Because it's necessary as a human being. When you're staring at people through a Zoom call,
Made or fight.
It's made or fight, but
well, yeah, that. But also, it's you lose you're not actually staring at anybody's eyes. You're staring at a freaking screen.
Right.
Excuse my language, but it's dumb.
Yeah.
And love our current president and all, but I do not appreciate the way that he's handling a lot of this crap.
Well, we probably need to be wrapping this up because we're approaching 45 minutes and no one listens to us anyway.
We could just, no one listens to it. We could just talk until we don't want to talk anymore. 3 hours later.
We're still going, guys.
Hey, guys.
By the way, Anchor, great place.
Anchor's awesome, y'all. Hey, go check out Anchor. Go check it out.
all your podcasting needs all in one place,
or none of them, or absolutely none of them.
Yeah.
If you go to listen to my podcast.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
All right, we're brain dead. We should probably leave.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure having you on. Let's go through the. It was
a pleasure being here.
Yep. Let's go through the plugs real quick. You do yours, and then we'll do ours. So.
I do not have social media, but my podcast does. So if you want to follow us on Our Mother's Sons on Instagram, I believe that's it. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, and if it is, it'll be in the description.
Link in the bio,
yeah,
y'all.
Link in the bio. Yeah. Well, description, not bio.
Check out my podcast on Spotify or Google or wherever you get your podcasts, except for Apple. They don't like us.
Yeah.
And not yet. They'll love us eventually. Anyways, go check out our podcast, Our Mother's Sons, where me and Rob just talk about random crap and have a few segments as well.
Hey, you're officially a middle-aged white male now, just like us. You have a podcast.
Yeah, that's true. No, that was literally like the first thing I brought up. I was like, hey, if you want to listen to two white boys talk about random crap, come check us out. And that's pretty much
so
it.
many people doing this. Yeah, it's not even special anymore.
I was like, you've never heard this before.
Right.
Two white boys have never talked about anything on a podcast before.
But
so
hey, I mean, John McFadden said Noah and I were entertaining, so we'll go with that. And I'm saying right now that you guys were entertaining. I've listened to both episodes; they were good.
Sweet.
Yeah,
the second one, I didn't feel as good about the second one, but it was okay.
Yeah, it goes.
You know, there are good episodes.
Dude,
that one is just how it works.
That one was 50 minutes, and I edited it completely down, and it ended up being like 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is not going to be that short.
No. Yeah. Sorry, I'm done talking.
Everything's gold. Everything we say is gold, brother.
Yes, absolutely. Nothing's getting cut. This is all beautiful.
If that's the case, then why doesn't no one listen to the whole thing?
It's because we don't upload consistently.
Yeah.
Like that stretch last summer when we were doing it all the time, we were doing pretty decent.
That's true.
Like, yeah. Hey, guys, listen to our podcast, please.
Come on, guys.
Hey, y'all, check it out. All right, just keep listening. Yeah. Don't stop.
You're on the podcast right now, wherever you're listening to it. Make sure you go follow us on Instagram at the Aftermath 1. Make sure you go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share it with your friends. If you share it with your friends, you get free Takis. Not sure how that works out logistically, but it's a
get free Takis powder. We haven't scored a brand deal large enough to get you the chips as well.
Right.
But we're working
on it.
So
you'll get to lick your thumb and your forefinger.
Yeah.
And it'll be really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough.
Well,
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's all for now. Enjoy your Takis and
the Taki powder.
Enjoy your Taki powder. Don't snort it.
All right, we're going to end there.
Yeah, right.